All right, we're here. And the jungle, live in the jungle. I have a nice little video for you today. Today, the topic is discipline. All you need discipline. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it straight to tell you. If you don't have no discipline, you will not get nothing out of life. You will never hit a goal. You never get the woman you want. You never get the life you want. Never get the money you want. Nothing the body you want, the health you want. Nothing you want, anything worthwhile you would get in this life without discipline. Discipline is what separates the real players, the real movers and shakers in the game from the fakes and the ones who talk and all that thing, right? And I can tell you, as a young man coming up who struggle with discipline at times and really was struggling coming up. It's not no joke. How much big goals and stuff I had that I fell short of because I lack of discipline. But by the grace of God, He gave me a decent mind enough to understand and recover and pick up things instead of continue just doing the same stupidness. Understand? So shout out God for that, right? But this about all. What is discipline? Discipline is basically training oneself to maintain a certain habitual and controlled conduct, like doing something. Just keep doing something in a controlled or habitual way. So it's really just the ability to maintain a system of conduct. The muscle required to really flex and do that and maintain a system of conduct. Without a system, you have no no direction in hitting your goals, right? You have no doing none of that. But why is it important to be disciplined? Like, I'll just hear it. You hit your goals. Watch now, you hit your goals, you get the things you want out of life. You're more reliable and helpful to your loved ones and strangers, whoever it may concern you. You're a better person. You're more attractive to women, you understand? And in terms of like business and friendships, the other men or whatever, vice versa and all that thing, we know on that. None of them did these type of vibes there, but you understand? You're more attractive to people for whichever reason because you're more reliable. And quite frankly, for men, you're more manly. Discipline and responsibility kind of hand in hand because you're disciplined with your responsibilities. And responsibility has a direct correlation with a level of masculinity. You understand? So, that aside, we really struggling with masculinity here as young men in this generation. And then it bleed over to the women and all that. But this is not this type of, well, you could go watch podcasts and things for that. But real thing, it boosts you up. That is like 5 things I get all of that really is a reason to really build up your discipline. Now, how you just do it? There's multiple ways, but what worked for me personally is how I gamify life, and then, of course, being saved. The Holy Spirit has really perpetuate me. Like, I couldn't do none of this without the Holy Spirit. I couldn't do none of this without Yahuwah really strengthening me and empowering me to improve and have conviction when I fall short and giving me the good positive thoughts in my life and just driving me and allowing me to have the wisdom to be led by the Holy Spirit and also giving me the grace to recover after I fall short or something. So that is really my big weapon, the Holy Spirit. And then that is the real main driver, but some applicable things I could give all in addition to the Holy Spirit is strengthening the Holy Spirit, right? But we'll get to that. I want to have a clear-cut goal, a clear-cut vision, right? You could have a big one that really drive you and wake you up, and you could daydream like, oh, I want my life to look like 10, 15 years from now, right? That's a nice big one, even 20 years. You could look at that and that give you the framework of the direction, the general direction you want to go with life. But then I want to minimize it a bit to something more applicable, more digestible that is leading towards that general direction. So, for example, you might be in debt, you might not be in debt. In the instance you're in debt, your goal for a certain period of time, it could be a year, it could be a couple months, depending on your level of debt. Clear debt to become debt free. If you have no debt, you could want to save up an emergency fund for depending on your monthly expenses. That could be from $15,000 to 30,000, whichever is more, I don't know, more pertaining to your situation, right? So cool. Once I had that clear goal, now it's up to me to put together a system to automate the process, to have the little inputs I need daily to be chipping away at that goal, to sculpting the life and whatever, sculpting your end goal now. If it's down to your body, you have a system, a workout plan, a certain way you eat, a certain system of conduct that you uphold via discipline, that day by day, little input by input, you're getting closer and closer to the end goal. So, in the instance, with like the debt and thing, you're hitting a certain quota, you're working a certain amount, you're putting up a certain amount of money, you're allocating a certain amount to debt repayment, stuff like that. But then on the other end, you're saving a certain amount and leaving it in a high yield savings account or something, so to build up and eventually hit your goal, right? So that is one. Vision, like the goal. Two, plan and system, right? That is the two things that's gonna carry you and do it. It's really two simple steps, but to really increase the power of your discipline and stretch the muscle. I personally do I like fasting because it's a spiritual practice, and like I said, I give all my credit to the Holy Spirit and Yahweh. I give all my credit there, and that's because Spirit is what really give me all the strength to be disciplined and be motivated and be at peace and enjoy no matter what my circumstances is, what no matter what life thrown at me. So the only logical thing for me is, okay, strengthen your spirit. How do you strengthen your spirit? Sometimes you starve the flesh. So a fast, a day, like a little 1 day fast. If you're not ready for that yet, you could do little 6 to 6, 12-hour fasts. Do it for a couple days, do it for a week. You could do a fast from meat, you could do a fast from social media, but make sure you're not having no food there. But yeah, it's a spiritual practice, but it have multiple benefits. In addition to, crucifying the flesh and giving you a little more dominion over your flesh, that you're not moving like an animal, just pleasure, 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 but you're able to tell yourself no when your body talking. But you build up your spirit, you strengthen the spirit, you empower it, you give it more pull, more. It gave it more control in the driver's seat now, because it's like really your soul is like your flesh and your spirit fighting for your soul, for dominion of you and how you moving with this body. So your mind really. So if you do the things that uphold and build up the spirit, that alone, go and put you ahead of people, right? Go and put you ahead of your whole self. Get closer to your goals. So fasting. Another one you could do is taking cool shower in the morning. Like that one, I'll be lying if I say I do a whole day every day. Like I'll still end it cool even if I start hot and thing. But really, like doing that, I'm not gonna lie, build up your discipline because you don't want to do it. You never get used to that. You never want to get to no cold water in the morning. But doing that, it just train you up to really just do things you don't want to do. It train you up to just suck it up and do what must be done. Understand? So that is invaluable when you have a system in place and you're trying to maintain the system. The system don't work if you don't do the inputs and maintain the conduct of the system. Maintain the system of the, like, you understand? If you do higher discipline, the system, no more plan, no goals, none of that would work anyway. But yeah, and you could apply this in all areas of your life after you build up that discipline. That discipline build up your confidence in yourself. It build up your confidence in yourself. That is really that all that matter, and you get closer to your goals and help you achieve your goals. But when you have more confidence in yourself, you're a more attractive person, you're a better person to be around, you're more reliable, you're just a better person. Your life changes for the better. You see yourself changing. You're the same person you was a couple of days ago, a year ago. Nothing like that. You're always improving and, rising to the occasion, being a better man. And your mental health better because you're moving in congruence to the man you think you want to be and say you want to be. And woman, vice versa, all that stuff too. Because if you do what you say and you know in your heart and your spirit you want to be this person, and you know the person God call you to be, and it's on your heart, but you're doing opposite to that, is that by default you're gonna be depressed, you're gonna be sad, you're not gonna feel good because not in congruence with who you are meant to be, who you want to be, who you see yourself as. You understand? It's just you can't have peace if you're not, you're not in alignment with God's purpose and plan for your life. So yeah, apply this discipline. Once you master and big up your discipline, apply it in your sexual life. Stop going around fornicating and blowing your energy all over. Women, respect yourself more. Men, respect yourself more. Hold yourself up. And I'm not gonna lie, it's something I struggle with too. But I go in strong. Sometimes I have a little temptation and thing there, but call on the spirit and stay strong, stay tender is all it really is to it. God will give you a spirit of fear, but a spirit of strength. Damn, I forget like that is 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. So go check it out. But yeah. What else, boy? What else? Apply it to your financial life, or to your physical life, to your wherever it is, man. You have to be disciplined in the gym, disciplined with your body and sex, dude. Discipline with what you ingest in what you take in, the music you take in, the content you watch, stuff like that. Stop watching big adult. No, it don't matter what it is. Why are you watching people hunch? That real weird, Cut it out. But it's very bad for you. What you're doing, like the things you're doing, is a spiritual will before anything. So protect your soul, protect what you're doing, protect your vessel. This is the vessel of the Holy Spirit. Understand? So yeah, this is a little all over the place, but I'm back here with another video. We're gonna have another one. Give this one some love and watch that last video because it highlights refocusing, which is something that help you maintain discipline in the absence and face of confusion. Oh yeah, one last thing. The most disciplined people had to use it the least. That is one bonus for it. The most disciplined people have to exercise it the least because they don't put themselves in compromising situations. A proverb says, a wise man foresees evil and hideth himself, but the simple watches and passes on, and then you get destroyed and you get got. If you see something and you know something that's a temptation, you know something that might set you up, avoid it. You understand? If you're real fat and you have a problem eating, don't go McDonald's, don't go somewhere. Don't go to Rita's and thing. Go to Wegmans and get some food. Go Whole Foods or something. Make a better decision. You understand? The most disciplined people have to use it the least. That is a bar right there. Honestly. But yeah. For let's find some value in this, share with a friend, like, subscribe, comment. Some feedback always appreciated, and big up all them. You see how we start to slow here is this consistency and discipline that gonna grow this. And I appreciate all the being early subscribers and staying down with me because we going up. So big up all yourself. Have a blessed one.